I'm at Farmington Gardens this morning in Beaverton with Laura. And Laura, you are the container expert for Farmington Gardens, which must be a fun job.
It is. It is really fun. I really enjoy helping people think beyond the box, and especially in the wintertime, a lot of people are hesitant about doing containers. But there's a lot of other options other than just pansies.
And you're going to show us, and we're going to pot up this container right here, and it's white, which I love that it's nice and bright for these gloomy days of fall coming.
Exactly. That's what I think about when I plant these containers. I think about what time of year is it. In the summertime, I like to have bold, maybe some dark colors. But in the winter months, I want to come home to a bright, cheery, just bright colors, and so that's real important to me.
So white is really going to stand out, and I see you have an evergreen here, so why don't we start planting this?
Yes, dwarf conifers are really wonderful to plant this time of year because they'll go all winter long. And this is the whistle segural, and the white is a nice complement to the blue. And then we're going to plant some other plants, some bulbs underneath.
All right, do you want the bulbs now?
Yeah, some hyacinths.
Okay, here's some hyacinths, a little more soil.
A little more soil.
And we want to use potting soil, correct?
Yes.
All right. And I love that we're layering bulbs in because those are going to be that surprise in the springtime.
Exactly. And as you can see, I have the main focal plant, the thriller, right here. And I'm going to put the bulbs around that because the bulbs probably wouldn't be able to grow underneath it.
Okay,
so,
something that heavy.
So you want to plant it around it. So what I'll do is I'll just dump them out and just arrange them.
Okay, and then you've got some daffodils.
And that way, in the spring, you are going to have a feast full of color.
Ah, beautiful. And you just want to put the pointy side up when you're doing bulbs?
Yes, because they are phototropic and geotrophic, so they go toward the light and the roots go toward the soil.
Excellent.
So you just want to layer them in. I think we have a little too many daffodils.
All right. Well, I also think that you might want to put a little bit of bulb food too when you're putting those down.
Yes. Okay. Some bulb fairy dust would be great. Yeah.
And do we want to put a little more soil on, or just put bulb food?
We could put a little bit of soil in. I'll take a few more bulbs.
They maybe shouldn't touch?
No, they can barely touch, but you don't want them. You want them right side up.
All right.
And then I'll put a little bit of soil in there.
Okay.
And then we can put just a little sprinkles of bulb fairy dust around it. And that should be good for this season. And then we'll put some more in. And then we're going to put some crocuses as a top layer.
Okay.
And so for crocuses, they only need about 2 inches. So
okay, those will go last.
So those will go last, and they'll be the first ones to come up.
Oh.
So.
And then on top of these bulbs that you've put down, you could really put some other plants on top. It's not going to be a problem because I see you have some violas
here. Not at all, no, because pansies and violas, and I love violas. But yeah, we can put violas here, and we can put some woolly thyme.
Oh, that's a good idea because that has such nice texture, and plus it'll kind of come out the side of the pot.
And it's evergreen, so you don't have to worry about it dying off in the winter time. And we'll put some carex, some sedge in there, and that'll be evergreen.
I love this one too because it's got that silvery tone that kind of picks up the woolly thyme.
Exactly. It totally echoes this. And then this Bergania is really nice because it's evergreen, and it will turn bright red in the fall and have flowers in the spring. So you'll have rich colors.
Laura, I forgot to give you those crocuses, so why don't you finish that up? Now, what other kind of conifers or other evergreen plants would be good for winter and fall containers?
Well, like this one, the whistle segural is a dwarf conifer. We also have Monterey cypress.
Oh, that lemon one, that's cool.
Yes, and it's very fragrant, which is really nice. We also have Andromeda Prelude, which is a dwarf Andromeda that just came
that's
out.
a nice one.
And just a lot of different Pernetia. That's really been a very popular one this year with berries. It's evergreen. It's edible
Cool.
berries, great for the birds and wildlife. So, and you can eat them. So it's a wonderful it's a wonderful plant.
And then what about for the holidays? Because I see that you have some holly and cones here, so we can even add those in just for a little spark?
Yeah, I just got this out of my garden.
Oh,
some
beautiful.
holly and red twig dogwood. You can put practically anything that you think is going to look good. Later on, you can put ornaments. You can put pine cones and different. We have cut greens that you can put in, and it just spruces it up. And then in the spring you can pull them out, and you'll have instant color with the bulbs. And you can. The nice thing is the bulbs will go into May, so you don't have to replace the plants. You'll have color through spring.
So long.
Yes.
Well, you know, we are also pressed for time any time of the year. So really plan ahead when you're doing your pots, and you'll have color from fall all the way till springtime. Well, thank you so much for all the tips. It's great.
Thank you, Judy.